Life-Saving Leadership by Nicole Theriac. I solemnly pledge myself before God in presence of this assembly to pass my life in purity and to practice my profession faithfully. I will abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous, and will not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession, and will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and family affairs coming to my knowledge in the practice of my calling. With loyalty will I endeavor to aid the physician in his work, and devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care. Many may know this pledge as the modified Hippocratic Oath for nursing called the Nightingale Pledge. This oath taken by all new nurses outlines the foundation for all past and future nursing leaders. Nursing is a large leadership role which is responsible for helping save lives, enhance community and health education, increasing quality of life, and sometimes even being a friend. The essence of a nursing leader encompasses a sense of passion, competency, and a keen sense of detail. Passion is a characteristic that pushes a person further than they ever thought possible before. Maria Montessori's passion presented through her confidence, ambition, and unwillingness to be limited by traditional expectations for women. She was determined to succeed and started at an all-boys school by age of 13, leading her to become one of Italy's first female physicians. Dr. Montessori specialized in psychiatry, which led her to aid in a school for special needs children. She saw opportunities to help these struggling students learn by creating the Montessori method, expanding the formal schooling the world once knew. Dr. Montessori believed that in the same way in which we help the patients in a hospital to recover their health and to continue their lives, we must also help humanity save itself. This passion to save humanity allowed her to see the problem with education and create a new way to elevate the health and well-being of school-age children. Dr. Montessori's passion helped to create a better society together for those disabled students forever, just as Clara Barton changed the lives of many soldiers and their families forever through her work. Clarissa Barton first started helping soldiers in her own community, which fueled her passion to help those in need. Barton soon was helping in medic camps in the middle of war, but her passion was never satisfied at being near the rear that she ordered her drivers to follow men and ended up in the front of the military medical unit. There were times when she would even rush into battlefields to help injured men to get their last messages that they wished to send to their families at home. Her helpful passion never ended when the war did, allowing the creation of today's American Red Cross. Clara Barton's passion to help, save, and console is still at work today, saving thousands of lives each and every year. The impact that Barton had on the past is still relevant today, but passion alone can only get you so far. Passion must be aided with another characteristic to be successful, including an attention to detail. Ignaz Semmelweis' discovery is still one of the most utilized life-saving tools used in the medical practice and hygiene, simply hand washing. His discovery was fueled by a simple question: why are death rates so high in post-delivery mothers from childbed fever? He began observing a midwife clinic with a 11 to 16% lower death rate than the hospital he was currently working at. His observations began with the side-lying birthing position, or simply scaring mothers into death by walking by and ringing a bell. Both observations failed to bring results, and it wasn't until a pathologist contracted and died from the same illness after getting pricked by a blade during an autopsy on a deceased mother did his discovery arise. After the death of the pathologist, Semmelweis had his students wash their hands before each birth, and the death rates dropped to the same level as that of the midwife clinic. And they dropped even lower to a 1% death rate after he started washing the utensils he used during birth with a chlorine solution. Many physicians were not a fan of his discovery because they thought he was trying to blame the deaths of mothers on physician errors. Semmelweis was eventually put in a mental facility because people were reluctant to accept his discovery, which years later developed into one of the most practiced medical techniques today. Many new ideas will come with resistance, but outcomes tend to be greater and make much needed advancements in the world. Semmelweis and Florence Nightingale were both keen on using observational skills and advanced their professions. Nightingale is known as one of the greatest founders of nursing, which is based partly on her keen sense of detail. As she began her career, she started working on less spirit-based practice and more data analysis-based. Once beginning nursing in the Crimean War, Nightingale immediately noticed the horrible conditions leading to higher rates of death by disease than injury. She presumed that the death was caused due to bad drainage, contaminated water, overcrowding, and poor ventilation. She noticed that there were no clean sheets, bug-infested linens, no soap or clean water basins that only infested the problem. Florence began working to improve conditions and lay the foundation for what all future nurses should hold themselves on. Nightingale's observation would not mean much if she wasn't competent to know what these problems were causing. Nightingale was one of the first nurses to include the principles of new science of statistics and applied them to military and later civilian hospitals. Her integration of new science allowed her to give greater care, decrease death rates, and change the way hospitals managed care of their patients. Nightingale's nursing approach became very popular, allowing her to start the Nightingale Training School in 1806, which its reputation soon spread the Nightingale that nurses were requested to start new schools all over the world. With Nightingale's exemplary way to care and manage patients, there is no question as to why she was the founder of modern competent nursing, and all new nurses vow their work to the Nightingale Pledge in her honor. The Nightingale Pledge is based on Nightingale's work, passion, attention to care, and effort to elevate the nursing profession, and calls for all nurses to do the same, care for patients with purity and abstain from deleterious and mischievous work, and simply maintain and elevate the standards of the nursing profession. The nursing leader encompasses a strong passion for saving lives no matter the position, observational skills to detect possible fatal problems, and competency to understand what to do and how to heal. The job may be hard, change difficult, and work conditions almost debilitating, but a true nursing leader will always find a way to help and care for those in need.